Engineering material are broadly classified into which two categories? Option C, metal and non-metal. Which of the following is considered a non-metal? Option B, ceramics. What is the main constituent of ferrous metals? Option B, iron. Which material is classified as a non-ferrous metal? Option B, copper. How is steel further classified? Option A, low, medium, high carbon and alloy steel. Which property is characteristic of most metal? Option A, luster. What is the primary purpose of creating alloy? Option A, to improve properties of materials. Noodles cast iron is also known as option C, ductile cast iron. Which of these is a typically property of non-metal? Option A, poor conductor of heat. Which of the following is not a type of cast iron mentioned? Option D, wrought cast iron. Which material is an example of a non-metal engineering material? Option C, timber. What distinguishes non-ferrous metals from ferrous metals? Option B, non-ferrous metals do not contain iron as the main constituent. Which of the following is a specific category of ferrous metal? Option A, wrought iron. Which metal is listed as a non-ferrous material? Option B, silver. In addition to iron, what other elements might exist in small quantities in ferrous metals? Option B, manganese, phosphorus, and sulfur. Which group does diamond belong to in engineering material? Option C, non-metal. Which of these is not a category of steel? Option B, nodular steel. Which statements about metal is true? Option A, they are mostly hard and heavy. Wrought iron is further classified into how many subcategories? Option A, none. Which of the following is a non-ferrous metal? Option B, tin. Which is a property of non-metal? Option B, do not contain metal in their composition. How is cast iron categorized? Option D, gray, white, malleable, and nodular. Which material is an example of ferrous metal? Option A, iron. Which of these is not an example of non-metal? Option D, nickel. What describe the ductility of non-metals? Option C, they are less ductile than metals. Medium carbon steel belong to which category? Option D, steel, ferrous. Which non-ferrous metal is used as an example in the classification? Option B, gold. What is the relationship between nodular cast iron and ductile cast iron? Option D, they are two names for the same material. Which material is categorized as a ceramic? Option D, non-metal. Alloy steel is a classification of which material? Option C, ceramics. Sorry. Option C, steel. Which of the following is a characteristic of metal? Option C, gold, conductor of electricity. Non-ferrous metals are metals that option A, do not contain iron as the main constituent, which is not a property used to describe metal. Option A, transparent. Which of these material is a ferrous metal? Option D, steel. Malleable cast iron is a subtype of option B cast iron. Which of these is a common element found in small quantity in ferrous metals? Option A sulfur. Engineering materials include glass. In which category does it falls? Option B non-metal. Which type of steel contain a low percentage of carbon? Option A low carbon steel. Aluminium, copper, and lead are example of option A non-ferrous metal. Which is a property of non-metals regarding electricity? Option B poor conductor. What are alloy made up of? Option B mixing two or more elements. Which of the following is not a ferrous metal? Option C aluminum. Grey cast iron is a type of option C ferrous metal. Plastic and rubber are example of option D non-metals. White cast iron is a sub-classification of option D cast iron. Which metal is typically categorized by luster? Option C silver. The category nickel belongs to which group? Option C metal. High carbon steel is a type of option B steel. Zinc is classified as option B non-ferrous metal. Which materials contains iron as the main constituent? Option A ferrous metal. Thank you.